Welcome to the Off-Grid Podcast, powered by Retreat Caravans. Join us as we dive into the incredible stories of caravanners who've embraced the open road and the off-grid lifestyle. Welcome to episode 3 of the Off-Grid Podcast. Today I've got the pleasure of having Sandy and Barry Nielsen with me. Welcome, guys.
Welcome, Telly.
How you feeling?
Good.
Yeah, good.
Really good. Yeah, we're on holidays.
And whereabouts are you guys at the moment?
We're in Torquay, in Victoria.
In Victoria.
In Victoria,
state,
yes.
Eh? You're
yes. We're
Nice.
climatising.
Yeah.
You're acclimatising. Now, I see that you don't have jackets on. Are you sure
No, we're warm inside the van. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Well, I just took my jacket off and the heater's set to 28 degrees, so I'm definitely in Victoria.
Yes. No,
Now,
the sun's out.
I see you guys have actually had a bit of a trip. I've been following your posts online, and you've done a fair few kilometres. Where have you guys been in your most recent big trip?
Well, since we left home on the 7th of March, Queensland, we've done 10,177 kilometres.
Who's counting? Hey, Barry? 10,177.
And we've done 1,562 litres of fuel we've put through.
Wowee. And you guys are still driving the Ranger around?
Yes, still the Ranger.
Yeah, still got the Ranger. Yeah.
And with a cost of $3,629 for fuel so far.
So listen, the devil's in the detail, of course, eh?
Yes, yes.
And what in these 10,177 kilometres and over $3,000 worth of fuel or whatever it was, where have you visited in our great country?
Okay, we've been to Western Australia, down to Esperance in Cape Lagrande.
Cape Lagrande.
Smokey Bay.
Okay, yep.
Cape Lagrande is just the most beautiful spot in the world.
Yeah.
And it's been voted, Lucky Bay's been voted one of the best beaches in the world.
Yeah, fair enough.
They've only just got that. And Barry did a bit of fishing down there.
Did you get lucky?
No, it wasn't lucky.
It was unlucky bay that day.
He did in 2016.
Yeah.
He got a lot of fish.
Oh,
But
okay.
not this time.
You must have been using a different bait, Barry.
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay, nice. Well, that sounds amazing. And I'll put them down on my bucket list. Where else have you guys been? I think you guys were in South Australia as well.
Yeah, South Australia. Streaky Bay, Tumby Bay, Smokey Bay.
Smokey Bay, we've been through all that.
All down through the bottom.
Well, Mount Barker.
Mount Barker was the last
Mount
place
Barker,
we
yeah.
stayed.
And what would you say, Sandy, was your favourite?
Streaky Bay is lovely.
Streaky Bay. Now, I heard there's a rumour. Is there any streaking going on in Streaky Bay? Or is that
no streaking. Not that
why are you laughing like that, Barry?
It was too cold, Tilly.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. And now, so you've obviously gone from WA to South Australia in Victoria. Is this sort of like the journey back to home to Queensland?
Back home, yes.
Yeah, okay. And when do you anticipate getting back to Queensland?
Around the 11th of June.
11th of June, right in time for the King's birthday, hey? So we've got a holiday on the 12th. I'm sure you guys have probably got is it the same day or is it a different day in Queensland?
No,
October we have it.
Oh, October, okay.
Yeah, the October.
The bloke's that popular, he's got multiple birthdays, eh?
Yeah, so
we did, when we left home too, we did go through New South Wales because we had the Queensland Gulgong get together there.
Yes.
That was the start of it.
And that was the start of that trip.
And I was going to ask about that. Obviously, as I mentioned before, I said that you guys are the event organisers for the Queensland group, but the Queensland group doesn't necessarily just go away in Queensland. You guys do get-togethers in other states. So how many do you think you guys have put together so far?
We normally have 3 or 4 a year, so
we would have put together probably about 15 now.
15.
Oh wow,
15.
nice.
Yeah.
Since we started in February 19.
Yep.
That's when
COVID must have been a bit of a big bearer.
COVID put a damper on a lot of them. We couldn't come into New South Wales.
Yeah, 100%. Can I say something though? Right, You look good in those shirts. You know, do you want to maybe show off for those shirts a little bit, eh? I'm waiting for mine still, Barry. Is it in the post? Oh, there you go. Nice.
Yeah, one of our moderators. We had a few designs to choose from, and we did a poll, and this was the most popular. Yeah,
fair enough. Well, I'll tell you what. If you give me one of those tops, I'll go to Streaky Bay. I'll take it off and I'll go for a run. Now, you guys, when you do the get-togethers, not only do you have a lot of fun and you've got a lot of activities, which we do see all of the people in the group posting, seeing everyone in their shirts and seeing them out and about, which is good. But you also do it for a cause as well. You guys raise a bit of money for the Royal Doctors
the Royal Flying
Fund.
Doctors,
The Royal Flying Doctors Fund. So how did that come about? Like, how did you go about choosing that charity? And I guess what has it meant to the people that you raised the money for?
It means a few of our members have actually had to use the service.
Yeah.
One of our members had a heart attack down in the Gloucester tree, and he had to be airlifted out.
Yeah.
And I don't know about the other ones, but a few of our members, and we decided on that. We did cancer for quite a few years.
Of course, yeah.
And then we thought, well, and every couple of years we'll probably change it, but at this time it's Royal Flying. We think they're worthy.
We've donated over $5,000 so far.
Out of our
and that was just from donations from businesses.
Yep.
And like everyone's been really helpful, and we have raffles, and that's where all that money's come from, bottles and cans which we collect
and bacon and egg breakfast
recycled,
bacon and egg breakfast and pancake breakfast.
Well, I guess I'm sure you don't need extra accolades, but well done for everything that you're doing just to get the band together, and of course all the money that you're donating for, like you said, Sandy, whether it's cancer, whether it's the Royal Flying Doctor Service, anything. I'm sure it all goes to
it's a worthy cause, because there might come a day where we might need assistance out in the outback. You don't know what's going to happen, accidents or anything like that. So
Now, this 10,177 kilometre trip that you've done so far, that's in your new van, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yes.
So you upgraded not long ago, and
it's 12 months old now, and it's out of the 3 vans, it's the best.
It'd be one of the best as far as towing and everything. You'd hardly know it's behind you.
Yeah, beautiful. And what sort of setup do you have?
We've got the Whitsunday 216R,
which has got the east-west bed.
Oh yes, that's right.
When we first signed up for the Whitsunday, we got an extended drawbar this time, plus a lot of other things too. But we find the extended drawbar is the way to go for anyone that's looking at a van, because as far as reversing it and that, it's so much better.
That's a beautiful setup. Obviously, having the east-west bed, the big robe across the front, the extended drawbar, of course, and no doubt you guys have added a lot of extras to your van as well. So for people that are like watching this and they're thinking about ordering a caravan, whatever caravan it may be, what are some of the things that you would get them to consider when ordering a caravan?
The Maxi fan.
The Maxi fan for one. The satellite dish.
You got to watch your rugby, right?
Oh yes.
We haven't got a heater, but a lot of our members do have heaters in their vans, which we didn't worry about it. But we like the big shower that we have.
Yes.
We fell in love with the Retreat for the showers.
Another thing we liked with this fan we got was the microwave, it's an induction, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
It doesn't have a plate, right?
It has a plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is great.
Just the whole setup, the oven, and it's just, out of the 3 vans, this one's the best.
This is the best.
Yeah.
The kids used to say first was the worst, second was the best. I think they had it as. Don't worry about that.
The first one was from Macquarie, and we've just found it a little bit small.
Yeah, that was a 2013 Macquarie, and it was a bit small.
A little bit small.
Yeah. Well, you live and you learn, of course, and as you guys experience different parts of the caravan and different adventures, grow a little bit, and the caravan will grow with you. So I think this type of caravan means that you could probably get off grid a little bit longer, right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, and it's got everything. It's just a home away from home.
Inverter is another thing too, which if anyone wants to put in, which we've put into this, is an inverter. So,
and what do you use with the inverter? I see, Sandy, your hair is looking 11 out of 10 at the moment.
Oh, thank you.
Use the hairdryer.
Just probably if we're free camping just to put the microwave on.
Yep.
You know, and to use
even the kettle and the toaster.
Yeah.
It's just convenient, right?
It's just convenient.
It's convenient.
It's the best money we've spent.
Yeah, beautiful.
You can run
it's becoming one of the most commonly inquired about items, the inverters. Obviously, not only do you need to have the inverter, you need to have the right battery setup as well, because there's no...
that's right. Exactly.
Lithium battery is the way to go.
Yeah, we found out it does run the washing machine, because we were at a camp and the power went off, and I had the washing going, and it kept on going. The inverter kicked in, and so it ran the washing machine. So I was happy with that.
Nice. All right. So Torquay now, right? Queensland when you get back there. Are there any other little hidden gems that you want to get to along your travels back home?
Well, we've actually booked in. We haven't booked in, but from when we leave here, we'll go to Sale. That's in Victoria.
Yep.
And we'll stay there at the showgrounds.
Yep.
And we have stayed there before. From there, we go to, where's that other? Marimba.
He is very, very nice.
Yes. I know we haven't been there before, so.
And then we'll keep going, and we'll go up through Armadale, and then we'll go from Armadale to Nelsonville.
Yep.
Which that is where we're having to get together the start of next year.
Oh, cool.
But we're going to call in there again now, and from there we'll go to home. So we should be home by the 11th of June.
Yeah. This is a short trip this time. Normally we do 6 months, but it's a little bit shorter. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. And I guess speaking of that, right, you do a 6-month trip normally.
Yes.
For people at home who are thinking about either going on their first trip or selecting a caravan for a 6-month trip, what advice do you give those guys in planning out a trip?
And planning our trip, we normally do a plan. A lot of people just wing it, but no, we plan it out. RACQ planner, and we plan it out. And at this time of year, you need to book, particularly if you're going up the Western Australian coast.
Yes,
you know you need
to the caravan parks. You mean
caravan parks and stuff like that. There's not a lot of showgrounds in Western Australia. So
a lot of our members, they don't book, but they just wing it. Mm-hmm. And they don't seem to have had any problem, but we just didn't want to take the chance, you know.
Because Western Australian coast is so vast, and you know, and you're 600 k's in between towns. You know, it's not just you just going to go up the road. So no, you really got to plan. Yeah.
When you're in Perth, did you happen to pop into Rockingham?
No. We stayed at Fremantle.
Okay.
We have been to Rockingham though.
Yeah, fair enough. Here, there's a beautiful dealership up that way. You know, just a shout out to my friends at Luxury RVs in WA.
Oh, no. And we love Perth. It's a place that we could live, but our family's in Brisbane, so we do love Perth. Yeah.
Well, guys, I just want to say thank you very much for spending the time with me on the Off Grid podcast. We've got a lot of insight about yourselves and your journey thus far. And again, thank you for everything that you're doing for the Queensland community and the greater community in general, with all the donations as well as all your get-togethers. I hope you had a bit of fun, and hopefully we can catch up soon, and we'll see you off the grid. Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Off Grid podcast. If you're passionate about off-grid adventures and have a unique story, we'd love to have you on as a guest. Connect with us to share your experiences and inspire others with your off-grid journey. Remember, life is an adventure meant to be lived off the grid. Don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring stories, helpful tips, and exciting adventures. This is the Off Grid podcast, powered by Retreat Caravans.